Footwear is probably the most important piece of equipment that an athlete can use. It provides the interface between the body and the ground. With every step, the athlete has to effectively overcome gravity. So the foot provides the stability and support to be able to propel yourself, but it also provides the support and the protection with the impact every time you hit the ground. Our work here at the Biomechanics lab involves analyzing human movement, studying the mechanics, trying to help athletes perform their best, but at the same time keeping them safe by trying to prevent injuries. Nearly 3/4 of runners will get some injury, which is amazing if you think about all the techniques and equipment and know-how that is available these days. Customization is the key. Everyone has a different running style. From sprinters to long-distance runners, there are different stresses applied. So to be able to provide an optimal shoe, you need to understand the ways people run. Here we performed a typical biomechanical test where we have an athlete coming in. In this case, Joe, she's a heptathlete. What we're particularly interested in is understanding how the skeleton moves. Because we don't have access to the skeleton, what we do is we put markers on the surface of the body, and special infrared cameras track the position of those markers in three-dimensional space, and we combine this kinematic information with information that we collect from the force plates that are embedded in the instrumented treadmill, and that allows us to simulate the movement and calculate the forces in the human body.
I'm Susan Olivier, VP for the Consumer Goods and Retail Industry at Dassault Systèmes. So one of the things we're focused on is bringing the experience that elite athletes have with their footwear and performance clothing to the mass market. Everybody wants to improve some aspect of their performance. Everybody needs footwear that is fit for purpose. Today, technology exists to do many things that allow us to customize the look of a shoe, but I also want to customize the fit. Give me that second skin experience that's going to help improve my performance the same way that elite athletes can have. So today, from a design perspective, I can configure the different elements of the upper and the sole of the shoe, and I can look at the simulation and performance of the sole on different surfaces. Here you see the key points at which we're monitoring the pressure, the heel and the forefoot. How then is this sole helping me distribute the weight? Now you can see I've got a very nice green, which means comfortable heel strike. I've got a fair bit of red still on the ball of the foot, so I'm going to test different materials or slightly adjusted thicknesses of the sole. How is this sole distributing the pressure? What are the materials and how are they responding? Because again, I can change material, different thickness, different density, or even a different material altogether and see what happens to the result. Today, the technologies exist to do body scanning. Why not in future? 3D print my sole, 3D print the upper, combine the two, not only size and fit that I want, but my colors, my materials. Now I have something that is perfectly unique to me. If we can do it for performance athletes because it's worth investing the money, we in future can bring that down to the mass market.
My name is Aden. I'm a material researcher and designer. I believe that we're on the cusp of a material revolution and technology and science will be the driving force behind this. I'm a keen runner. I get a lot of blisters when I do run, and I prefer the natural way of running, which is barefoot running, because it's less impact on my joints. That kind of informed and inspired me to develop this running pair of trainers and explore this innovative and new technology, which is Protocell. Protocell technology is the emergence of life through lifeless liquid chemicals, made artificially in the laboratories. These chemicals can be mixed together. That creates a natural force of attraction. It can respond and adapt to its own environment, and they self-assemble and have these very lifelike qualities. Why it lends itself so well in footwear design is the ultimate customization in barefoot running. What's great about this material is as you're running, it will inflate and deflate depending on the pressure you put onto it. Once it feels that pressure onto it, it will react and respond to it. So therefore, it will help the runner reduce blisters as well. This mock-up actually shows you a sample of what it would potentially look like. In 2050, we'll have our metric measurements. We'll go into a store, asking for the trainer in the unique colors, and then they'll just 3D print it there and then. And then you can take it home in a kind of cylinder where you'll just water it like a plant, and it would rejuvenate the trainer as well as rejuvenate the cell structures inside the trainer. and you go for a run, you will rejuvenate the cells again, and it's almost like having a new pair of trainers. This project currently is a speculative design proposal. It's grounded in scientific fact, and I've collaborated with Dr. Martin Hanzik, and he predicts that this technology will be ready on the market at 2050, and we'll be able to be running in these kind of trainers.
The shoe is one of the oldest pieces of clothing around, and we have wonderful technologies that can represent fit and function, and yet people are still getting blisters, because ultimately what they're buying is not something that is developed uniquely for them. And that's the piece of the future that I really want to participate in. We're getting very close.